Bugabong.
Bugabong present, ma'am.
Buga.
Kabuga present, ma'am.
Sip.
Cartesiano present, ma'am. Cartesiano.
Dinglas. Ishanes.
Present, ma'am.
Ilarcosa.
Cosa present, ma'am.
Pilipinas. Flor de Lisa.
Flor de Liza, present, ma'am.
Reyes.
Present.
Okay, Reyes. Kabika. Dalansa. Labrador.
Labrador present, ma'am.
Ihan. Labrador ning uli ka sa structure.
Ma'am?
Naulahi ka sa mga structures subject.
Second take na ko niya sa theory, ma'am. Theory 2 pa na siya.
Pero akong
Last time, last year.
akong gipabot ba ning lahi ba ka sa structures? I mean ba sa major ba nga mga structural engineering pero sir kabisado man gud nako imong apelyido.
Dili na ko ang kuan, ma'am, mga prerequisite sa theory.
Akong ipasabot ba sa watershed ba as nauna ka kaysa structural na subjects?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ihan. Luico. Magallanes. Moreno. Narciso. Patrimonio. Realista.
Present, ma'am. Patrimonio.
Present, ma'am.
Chess. Teves. Princess.
Teves, present, ma'am.
Tumanda. Okay. Tumanda. Viliran. Erna.
Present, ma'am.
Rehinsya.
Present, ma'am. Rehensya.
Torres Oliver.
Present, ma'am. Torres.
Excuse me, ma'am. Good
Ilya.
afternoon.
Kenko.
Zerna
Unsa, ma'am?
Melon, ma'am.
Okay, Kenko. Okay. Nasis.
Nasis, present, ma'am.
Amores. Okay, kana akong tawag ron. Mao ni siya ni ingon nga mo balin sa section. Kinsay wala natawag.
Tigrano, ma'am.
Bulan, ma'am.
Ha?
Wala, ma'am. Wala, ma'am.
Tigrano,
Kumala. Degrano.
Langis, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Perpo, ma'am.
Dimali.
Ma'am.
Kataposan.
Albino, ma'am. Lirasan, ma'am.
Largig, ma'am. Pino, ma'am.
Pino, ma'am.
Lirasan. Pino.
Basi, ma'am.
Si.
Basi.
Basi. Kinsa pa.
Pino po, ma'am.
Gabi ka, ma'am.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bar. Mompasser.
Pino po, ma'am.
Pino.
Yes, ma'am.
Zora.
Ma'am.
Zafran. Isa pa.
Langis, ma'am.
Ha?
Angkon, ma'am. Angkon.
Angkon. Kinsa pa.
Ohales.
Bulangis, ma'am. Mira.
Bulangis. Mira.
Ohales.
Ohales. Ohales.
Mira po,
Mir.
ma'am.
Mira. Lahi po itong Mir.
Yes, Mira.
Kinsa pa.
Pero po, ma'am.
Kadusali. Kadusali, day. Asa ka. Kadusali. Naas, kadusali. Walay kadusali. Ferrer.
Fair po, ma'am.
Okay, ang nakadirihang Comudas, Rehencia, Torrenco, Nasir, Amores, Tumala, Digno, Dimali, Katapusan, Bangka, Lirasan, Albino, Basi, Barnig, Bumpaser, Pino, Murasan, Angkon, Ohales, Mira, Fir. Okay.
Bulangis
Yob-
po, ma'am.
Bulangis.
Bulangis, ma'am.
Bulangis, day. Oh. Liobe,
Thank you, ma'am.
dire. Sige, bago kang sa Barbia, bago pong lista Barbia,
Yes, ma'am.
Si Paradero ni Balin siya, ma'am. Hinay yang si Shirakan, ma'am. Ni chat siya.
Iparadero, kinsa
Si
pa.
Kadasali po, ma'am. Nawala daw yung
Okay, kinsa pa.
Yabet, ma'am.
Okay na. Alvarez.
Oo, ma'am.
Okay, Alvarez.
Gabi ka, ma'am.
Asa gikan? Ano? Kumudas, again, kumudas, unsa ka nga section?
Section C, ma'am.
Sirin siya. Torres, Oliver,
Sa sipod ko gikan, ma'am.
Kenko,
Tugikan, ma'am.
Amores, Tumala, Degrano,
D, ma'am. Section D.
Di
Section D, ma'am.
Katapusan,
Ma'am.
Kat,
Section D.
Lirasan,
Section B, ma'am.
Calvino,
Section D, ma'am.
Bas,
Section B, ma'am.
Barnig,
Section D, ma'am.
Mompaser,
Section B, ma'am.
Pino.
Section B, ma'am.
Again, Barnig, D, no? D.
Yes, ma'am. D, ma'am.
Mompaser, B.
B, ma'am. B.
Pino,
B, ma'am. B.
B as in boy.
Yes, ma'am.
Zamora, Do, Zafran,
Section C, ma'am.
Angkon,
Dog, ma'am.
Ohales, unsa,
Section D.
B,
C, ma'am. C.
Section B, ma'am, boy.
Kadali, Ferrer,
Section B, ma'am. Boy. D po.
Dog, Liobe,
D, ma'am.
Bulangis, Barbia, Paradero, Alares.
Section D, ma'am.
Alvarez section D.
Ah,
Barbia kay ma'am. Diaz and Doc.
Paradero.
Ko ma'am, paradero ma'am.
Miss. Amores. Wala, tumala.
D, ma'am. D.
Di.
D, dog.
Kita. Day. Wala ka dungog. Okay. Mora ang Mora sa ni ang Mora na ang nalista diri kinsa pay wala na butang.
Ako ma'am, dahil lungsod ma'am. D.
Duhay lungsod. D.
Yes, ma'am.
Kinsa pa? Kinsa pa?
Kilaton ma'am.
Flores, ma'am.
Ilaton.
Yes, ma'am, C.
Kinsa pa? Wala na. So, maura ha ang kuan ron.
Section C, ma'am.
Ha?
Amores, ma'am. Section C.
Oh, C or D?
D dahil, ma'am. D.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Bulangis,
Katuran, ma'am.
B ma'am.
Okay. Isa pa.
Katuran, ma'am. Section C.
Isa pa. Okay na. So, na. Gabi ka. Kagabi ka. Wala man ka na lista din. Noong dugay naman eh. Gabi ka, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, gabi. Ana ada yung gabi ka. Okay. So diri na jud mo ha, ayaw na mo balhin. Para di ko mag-usob-usob kay mahulot akong
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Okay, so for your last subject, okay, you discussed this one, determinacy of or determinacy and stability of the structures. Okay, na-mention ninyo ni dito, inyo ni nakan. So, we will determine stability of the beam. The determinacy and the stability of the beam. Okay, when you say determinate beam, it means if the number of equations equal to the number of external reactions. So if your R is equal to the number of equations, so your beam is statically determinate. So we have the criteria. So if the external reactions exceeds the number of equations, so if your R is greater than the number of equations, so your beam is statically indeterminate. So for the criteria, if R, so we have this one R, the number of equations is equal to C plus 3, so your beam is unstable. If your inner reactions equal to the number of equations is as E, this is C plus 3. So we have C plus 3, beam is determinate, statically determinate. Okay, if the external reactions is greater than the number of equations, which is equal to C plus 3, so your beam is statically indeterminate. To determine the degree of determinacy, it is just the difference between the number of reactions and the number of equations. So we have here the degree of indeterminacy. This is equal to number of external reactions minus number of equations. So this is may plus sa nagsugod ay kus katapusan. Ako na tingala kung di ko kamo maklan ninyo akong kuan gisulat.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is just a review, no? So this is equal to R minus C, which is C plus 3. So that is your degree of indeterminacy. So it means that there is a redundant member or a redundant, if your structure is indeterminate to the first degree, so there is an excess of reactions or an excess of a member for frames. For beams, excess reaction. If it is indeterminate to the second degree, so there is two excess or redundant actions or two excess members. That makes the structures indeterminate. So this one, it means that the degree of indeterminacy is indicating the degree means this number of unknowns, no? It either excess of the action or a member of the structure. Okay, so let's have the determinacy for the structures later on lang, no? Because we will have to focus only for the beam. I know you have there in your previous class. So for example, if your beam is like this, okay, before going to examples, basi malimot ko, we have to define R is the number, okay, number of reaction. C is the number of equations of condition. Either it is hinge, ruler, okay, number of equations of condition. Either it is for hinge, you have 1.0 for hinge, then 2 for roller, then C is equal to 0 if this is for beam without internal connection. Okay, so okay, for example, okay, if this is your beam, then there is hinge here, then there is also hinge, then you have here a support. So if we like to determine the determinacy of this beam, so the number of structure, which is R, is equal to, okay, ako na lang i-consistent ha because I'm fond of using R nga dako. So R nga dako. Anak na lang. Anyway, bahala unsa na siya diha nga symbol as long as you know the definition of that. Kabalo na mo ana. Okay. So R that is the number of external reactions. So here we have, if we like to determine, we have here the moment, we have here the X and RY. Diba? Then, the other one, pila man ang kuan sa pikas na side. If this is your A and this is your B, how many kuan? One rami sa point B, support B.
Dua, ma'am.
Okay, duha also. You have R, B, X, and R, P, Y. So, we have here tulo plus dua. So, you have lima. So, for our number of equations, how about for number of equations? E. So, E, how many? So we have C plus 3. So, pila? Ilang number of equations na to? Sa reaction, pila class? Hmm? Pila, giyon sa pagkuang 7.
Ang kanang sa fix ma'am kay kuan na Japan siya ma'am, one na Japan na siya.
Wala man
Iyahang-
tayo kuang sa fix, no?
So 1, 2, 3, 6.
Ang fix na to, wala tayo fix, no?
Wala pa yung fix ma'am.
3 siguro yung fix.
So 8, 1, 2, 3.
Ha? Sa inyong kuan, pila ang fix? Sa C. Okay.
Ma'am.
React
sa ma'am, diba 1 ba? Ang sa roller mo, ilang dyan ang hints to 2, ang takson.
Ang hinge mo 1, 2 ang roller. Dayon, duha man kabuk ang hinge na to.
So, right. Reaction,
Duha man ato ang kuan, duha man ato ang hinge. Duha man aka hinge diya. Kadjut lang ha kay na off.
One ra Japan ng sa ano. Kanang iyang murag pila.
Asa inyo hang question? Hinge man na siya ang kuan. Ano ba hinge man?
Ma'am.
So duha na siya. So play kuan na to. Ato ang number of equations.
Siguro, ma'am.
Hmm?
3.
Yun sa'yo pagkuha ang 3.
6 ata, ma'am.
Yun sa'yo pagkuha ang 6.
If,
3 plus 3.
oh, if ang 6 ay 0, ma'am, so 6. Ang yang is ay 3 plus 3.
3 plus 3?
Oo, ma'am. If ang yang
Ma'am.
6 ay 0.
Kung ang
Fix, ma'am, kay 0. So, ang kuan mo sa C is kaning hinge plus 3. So, ang imuhang E kay 6 if 0 ang fix.
how about the others? How about the others? Pila?
3 guro, ma'am.
Ha?
5 siguro, ma'am. 5.
Kajut lang ha. Huna-huna asa kuno ninyo bi kajut ako iko na nanawag ha. Huna-huna asa ninyo pila na questions. Pila class? Pila number of
5, ma'am.
equations?
5.
How about the others?
3 guro, ma'am.
Yun sa pagkuha. Okay, na ay 5,
Kuan, ma'am.
na ay 6, na ay 3. Sige.
Equation sa horizontal o vertical tapos moment.
Okay, how about ang 5?
Kuan, ma'am, since internal hinge man na duha ka buok. So, 2 plus 3, so 5.
So we have 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Kani number 3? Na kumayo na kayo mo ani kaysa yun ra kay ning pangutana. Okay. Klaro ka ito ang akong C plus 3 that is equal to E. So when there's no internal connection, your C is equal to 0. But since you have here hinge is equal to 1 for C is equal to 1 for hinge. So that is 2. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So correct to say Mombasa. So we have 3 plus 2. That is the value of your hinge or the value of C for hinge, which is equal to 2. That is 3 plus, that is C plus 3. Okay, that is C plus 3 for E. Right? Sakto, di grano?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have 5. So we have 5. So R is equal to E. So therefore, you can say the beam is statically determinate. Okay, if you this one, restrained beam, so at any loading, for example, you have load there, concentrated load. So, unsa man ni siya? Okay, but beam A. How many reactions? This is your A and this is your B. How many reactions?
Five
Ha? Five ang reactions.
Wait lang, ma'am.
Kila, by looking at, ha? Unsa na nga reactions imong gikuan?
A,
Unsa na mga forces? At A, you have there
RAX o RBY then sa iyang moment.
okay, you have RAX,
O RBY, ma'am.
RAY, not B.
Tapos
Lahi.
RBY o RAX, ma'am.
I'm talking with the A, the support A. Then you have the moment at A.
Moment at A and B.
Okay, so you have, so is equal to 6. How about E? The number of equations. So let's say 3 plus 3, that is 6. How about E? That is number of equations.
3 ata.
Okay, you have 0 plus 3. So that is R greater than E. So when you, this is statically, okay, this is statically indeterminate. So that is statically indeterminate. You'd like to determine the degree of determinacy. You have 6 minus 3. So that is 3. So you will say, therefore, beam is statically indeterminate. So the, saman,
Third degree, ma'am. Third degree.
indeterminate. So the third degree. So it means na kay sobra. So you cannot analyze this one using the static equilibrium equation. So more than ang imuhang equation nga imuhang gamiton ani, no? So again, another sa paman ato ang paan. Okay. How about if we have this one? Okay, ato na sulayan. Okay, we will try this one. So, pila man eh? Pila ka reaction? Ayaw mo ka kuan ha? Ayaw mo ka ulaw? Okay ra nang mutubag ra mo kung masayt manggaling, okay ra na. I'm trying you to wake up at this moment of time kay kasabot ko katulogon mo aning orasa. Lirasan, palihog ko. Pila
4,
ka ha?
ma'am.
If this is our A and this is our B, atong sulayan, pila man eh?
4, ma'am.
Dari,
Hingi siya, ma'am.
hmm?
Hingi
Roller.
ng duha, roller ang usa.
Oh,
Dayon, ma'am.
na may ligid.
Kuan. Ay, tura di ay.
Oh.
3, ma'am.
Ato sa tanawon, pila man ni dire ka kuan?
1 diha sa roller, ma'am.
So naa kay roller man na no.
AX.
Okay, naa kay
Dayon,
moment diha at A dayon
duha sa Ay.
RAX.
Ay, fix.
Then,
Naka-fix din siya.
ato ang sulayan.
Ay, na-fix. Ay, na-ko ang din diha, ma'am.
Ha? So, roller, you have RAX. B. This is hinge.
Yes, ma'am.
Hinge or pin. Diba? Hinge or pin. Haraman. So, RB.
Yes,
RBX.
RBY.
Y.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Okay, so kani sa pila man 1 2 upat ra no?
Yes, ma'am.
Dayon ang sa number
Ang
of
equation
equation
is 1, ma'am.
that is
1,
hinge.
so
Pero ano? Plus 3.
1 plus 3.
So this is
4.
4. So you have
4
R is
determinate,
equal to,
ma'am.
so therefore beam
Statically
is
determinate, ma'am.
statically determinate. Okay, nakuha na ninyo?
Ang kanang sa A, ma'am ba?
Excuse sa class ha, kay naay tao. Na ako sa entertainment ha. Ajot. Tanawa lang sa ninyo. Sige, bye-bye.
Ang kanang sa ano ba sa saan na siya gabase sa fix or sa ano roller?
Roller na siya. Kaya ang roller kay naaraman oy vertical force. Ay kana mga na ba? So normal force. So isa lang support. Ay isa lang ang force roller niya. Naman oy
Ruler na. Kay mo rotate biya ang ruler na na moment.
kay og gaana ang roller sa ubos. Gaana naman ang force niya. Diba? Ang hinge kay X and Y man.
Ah.
Okay, unsa tay question ako sang ikuan ha, kinawala na ko. Mulag siya. Dili siya mulag kung kuan na siya oras ano nga mo unsa ni. Nawala. Okay, unsa question?
Nakuha naman na tubag na ma'am.
Unsa man day unta to?
Sa kuan ma'am sa A, ma'am ba niya? Kuan din na siya ma'am roller man din.
Kabalo. pag mo dili siya maglaro nga roller. Naman na siya ligid na. So okay na mo. Okay na ani. Okay, you try to download the kuanha book of Hibbler. Pwede ninyo matan-aw dito. Jot, it's very hot.
Hello, ma'am. Nawala si ma'am.
Nagpabugno pag oras ma'am kay init.
Kay inita class. Hey,
Gali ma'am init.
kumusta? Alkansi ta nang naasa kuan. Naasa bukid. Naglamias ng lugar.
Way signal
Sa
sa
may
bukid.
signal may wala ninyo pero bay mindutas ganahan kay kuan ang bukid. Ay. Last week dito mi atong somewhere in Sambonggitang bukid pinglamias sa view kay kuan. Makita nimo puro bukid. Lami ang view kay makita nimo puro bukid. Nice ka jud. Bugnaw kaayo ang kuan ang hangin. So, may lami ah. Alas 2 pa lang daan. Kuan. Bugnaw na. Wala sa kadyot. Makadungog mo na ako.
Yes, ma'am.
Na nikalit lang kapalong akong laptop. Ulatas ako ninyo kadali, ha? Nakita ninyo akong kuan, ako ang slide, wala pa.
Wala pa, ma'am.
Ako ang notes, wala. Mas lami kay ng lugar di bukid, oy. Kabugnaw sa hangin. Lahi ra ng natural air o ang kuan. Siguro di pa mo appreciate ana, no? Lahi ra jud ang natural air compare sa na kanang air ko di na makatuan sa hangin sa bukid. Okay, so wala na may question aning akong gi-review ninyo karon. You know already, basta tan-awon ninyo ang criteria, ha. Nakasabot mo ani.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so first, no, first topic is the deflection of the indeterminate, the review of the deflection of determinate beam. Okay, so when you say deflection, so I hope inyong hatong na basa dito. So, itong akong guessing ninyo, no, sa video. When you say deflection, this is in terms or expressed in terms of the deflection from its original unloaded position. So, when you say, if this is your beam, okay, this is the beam with a uniformly distributed load with a span of L. And sa kusog ako sang iyo kay kusog ako ay sorry. Di ko kadungog na ako. Tingala ko wala man kuan tubag. Akong pahinayan akong kuan ha kay hindi ko ganahan makadungog sa akong tingog. Pero kusog ra ko ninyo.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear lang, ma'am.
Sige kay duwa kuan akong gigamit dayon. Yung ganahan madungog ako tingog. Kita ninyo. Okay, so we say deflection. If that's your beam, uniformly distributed for the entire length of your beam, so this is also called as deformation or the movement of the beam from its original unloaded position. So the movement from the original unloaded. So again, ako sining i-reason. Again, if this is your beam, this is the original position of your beam. So what are the causes of deformation or the deflection of the beam? One is the load. So from the original position like that, wala pa kay deflection. Walay load ang imuhang beam. Upon the application of the load, so let's say we have this one. This is your uniformly distributed load of your beam for the entire length of the span. So one factors that causes deflection is due to load. So either it is live load or dead load, right? So here you have deflection. The maximum deflection, depende na siya sa type of beam. So for this beam, the maximum deflection is at mid-span. Another also caused by temperature and the settlement. So if your foundation is magkuan siya o an settlement, no, depende man na siya sa imong pressure sa imong soil. If the foundation of your building experience an equal settlement, so that is also can cause deflection of the structure. And also the construction error. So unsa man ang mga error sa pag-construct pa lang daan, naanay depektoso sa imuhang construction sa imuhang beam. So we have here loads, temperature, settlements, kung init mo kayo, so no, if your structure especially concrete, kung init kay nga tanan, ang imong concrete ana ang property ana niya mo expand. Pero kung at low temperature now mo shrink po na siya, so naay tendency po nga makakos siya og deflection or sagging of your structure. Then settlements, this is if the foundation experience an equal settlement, so it also causes deflection of the structure. Then deconstruction error. So kung dili maayo imong formworks, no, dili maayo imong formworks sa imong pag-construct before pouring, so wala siya naayo og brace ang imong structure, wala na ayo siya brace. So upon the pouring of the concrete, na siya ma-deform. So kung naamang goy deflection or naay saging sa structure, kuan affect ang imuhang wala ang imong fitting no sa imuhang doors ana ang imuhang windows ana usahay mo crack ng imuhang mga kung glass manggaling na imong gamit sa imuhang windows mo crack na siya sa high pod ay imong putahan dili na pod siya maayo o di na siya ma-close no di pod siya nimo maabrihan nun ana. So kinahanglan di pod nimo we have here for our deflection we have an allowable naratay gitawag nga allowable deflection which is greater than the actual deflection. This allowable deflection sa imuhaning beam, I mean sa properties ni material sa imuhang beam. So it is concrete, it is steel or timber, na kay ma-allowable ana nga deflection. So once ang imuhang actual deflection, kaning actual nimo conscious load, no? This is caused by your load. It can be unfactored, no? Unfactored load, or factored load. So, anyway, in your design, you will know what are these factored load. When you say factored load, this is just the service load. Whatever the load of the beam, mura gud na imuhang load. But when you say factored load, naa kay gipang butang diha nga mga load factors, no? Imong imbes is ang imuhang load, for example, imuhang load na ara siya sa 100, you will add 20% in your design. So you have 120. So imbes 100 lang, dungagan nimo 20%. So imo i-consider ana 120 kilonewton. Ana, you have to apply third load. So you have to make it sure nga imuhang deflection, total deflection of your beam is less than the allowable deflection. Okay, nawala na sad ako ng i-transane. So if your beam is like this, so for example,
Message is hi IRISMAY. A simpler and better postpaid experience. All on the same send number you've grown to love will soon be here.
so if this is your A and this is your load, if you have here, you have to determine what type of support, no, imuhang kuan sa imuhang beam. So for section for here for A and B, unsa nang roller hinge nimo ning kuan siya, restrained siya for translation, dili siya free for rotation. Unsay inyong nakuan ato ang kuan sa akong gisend ninyo. Palihog ko basa. If your support roller or hinge, is it free for rotation or the hinge is free for rotation but dili siya free for translation? Anyone? Because you have to determine what type of support so that you will know or can draw the elastic curve. The elastic curve, this is deformed from the neutral surfaces. No? So So if this one, you can call this also as elastic cord. Okay, please lang review na pud sa inyong kuan. Ito akong gihatag ninyo. Added ko, no, you are going to determine kung hinge unsa nang hinge. How about for fixed? Kung fixed ang imong kuan, imong support. So what will happen? So for roller, tama ng roller. So how about if you have pin support? No? Wala mo kakuan. So you have to read again and review your support. So when you say at point A, you have 0, saman. Okay, 0 yung deflection. How about sa B? You also have 0 ang deflection sa A, 0 po sa B. But still, unsan? Makarotate sila, dili. Is rotation is permitted for roller or pin? Naaman ni sa inyong kuan, sa inyong previous nga topic. 0 A, 0 ang B. Your support there is hinge and roller. My question is, it is permitted to rotate for hinge and roller or not?
Yes.
Sa kuan na ma'am, roller ra siya ma'am. Sa kuan na ma'am, roller ra siya makarotate pero sa hinge kay dili.
Dili magka-rotate sa roller o pin?
No ma'am, sa kuan ma'am, sa roller ma'am kay makakuan siya ma'am rotate pero sa kaning sa pin or sa hinge kay dili. Kaning sa hinge kay.
So it means nga imuhang kuan wa kay slope diha dapita, so it means dili siya moana siya, zero man na ana. Moana ang imong kuan, then ana ang imong elastic cord. Okay. So kung naay rotation unsa man, you can have the slope, diba? As theta A and theta B. So free ang imong rotation for support A, which is hinge and roller for B. So ang elastic cord will be like this. Okay? But if you have kani, then nakay load P diri, this is fixed and free end. So unsa may mahitabuan ni? So mo na ni siya for fixed wall fixed wall, no deflection, no rotation, right? So wala siya deflection, no rotation, so wala siya theta. Wala kay theta. So 0 ang imong deflection diha. O 0 ang imong rotation. So here, this is your maximum deflection. Sakto? Okay. So if you have like this, dayon, butangan na to og load. Okay, this is an example of indeterminate beam. So we have here, or prop beam, no? Indeterminate beam or prop beam. So if you like to draw, so since no deflection, okay, no deflection, no deflection, no rotation. So if you're going to draw the elastic curve for this, it's look like this. Okay, but here it is free for rotation. So you have theta or the slope. If this is your A and this is B, this is slope B. So imuhang A, 0 imong slope. So if you are going to draw the elastic curve, it looks like this. You just follow kung pila iyahang angle sa imong theta. Is this correct or not? So this is called the deflected shape or the elastic curve. Sakto? And this is your deflection at any point of your length of your beam. Okay, so if you have, there are times nga imuhang beam loaded, it's hard for you to write or to draw the elastic curve. So for example, you have to remember this one. For example, you have load P like this. Araw na lang ni ikuan. Iana na lang, no? Butang na nato ni siya sa midspan. So this is your A and B. So this is RA, this is RB. So if we like to draw the shear and moment diagram for this, sige. Wala dili kay siya maklaro. We'll try na lang this one para makaklaro jud na, no? So that is loaded middle third. No, it's not middle third. Middle third, no. Let's say it's in the middle third. It's at the middle third. Ana siguro, no, at the middle third of the. So if we have like that, then we also have kung naate koan. Unsa man ni ato ang pwede mo magkahatag na kog example. This one, PT. So that is P, so this is P, this is P. So this is your shear diagram. So you have P. Dapat kuan po, no? 0 po ni P. Then, kanang example ba nga kuan, ana? Kanang sulayan, di? Sulayan nato, kanang siya 10, kanang siya 20. Ato sulayan ha, kilonewton. 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters. So, pila man is it 30, 15? 2 plus? Pwede na yun ni makalcue. So, summation moment at A, so 10 times 2 plus 20 times 4 divided by 6. So, 16.66.
Yes, ma'am. 0.67.
Okay, 16.67.
7.
Ako lang ikuan ani ang dayon 20 times 2 plus dili mo ingon nga dito mo submission forces kay mao na akong giingon nga dali mo sayop ana. So we will check submission forces vertical checking divided by 6, so that is 13.33 kilonewton. So gamay diri sa pikas, so plus, so that's the time na atong i-check submission forces vertical equal to 0, it should be equal to 30. So our forces equal to 0. So okay, RA dayon minus 10 dili siya balik siguro. Kanahan ko makuan diri ra na siya sa akong balihon ko kla, this is 20, this is 10. So this is 16.667. Okay, 13 point, pila to?
3.3, ma'am.
13.333.
Ah.
Okay, kilonewton. So, kani siya 6 minus 20. Negative, no? 16 minus 20. So, mo nun ini? Nun ini ba? 16.67 minus 20. So, you have 33. Dili po.
Moon. Naog pa nang sa ubos because
Naog mo siya, oy.
oo, manang kuha na lang ma'am same. Ay, di.
Ganahan ko dili siya manaog. May tawuan ni upward ang imuhang load. Hindi ka taguan. Oh. 2 meters. Middle third, di akong gingon. It's at the middle third. Oh. So, kung ganahan, ubos siya ba? Makita. So, kani, muanak pa ni siya. So, 16 minus 20, this is negative 3.3. Dayon,
Manaog na
dayon.
10, ma'am.
Manaog siya 10. Maanak, no?
Oo, ma'am. Dayon.
Maanak.
Dayon mo sa kasag 13.333.
Hindi ko gano'n ini. I'm trying to show you something good. Sa pwede nato makawan ani. Okay, so ato na lang ni bali anak na lang ni. We have loads. Ako na lang ni kuno. Inon ara nato pero ano na ipasakat. Okay, ito at the 2/3. So we have 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters. We have here P. We also have here P. So kung inyo ng kwanon, equal ilang load. We have here 20. This is also equal to 20. Pila ka ni? RA o B. So this is RA, RB. Pila ka na class? Okay, enough time. 1 hour na lang almost. So, nahuan ko ani. Pila na lang ni? May ani. When we take summation moment at A, I guess this is na negative ani. When we take moment at A, so that is 20 times 2, okay, minus 20 times 4 divided by 6. So, ang imong RB is going down. Sakto, no? So, this is going down. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. May siya nga.
This is going down. So, that's negative 6.
6.67.
Okay, RB. 6.67 Newton. The other one. Then the other one, kung mo take moment at B, that is 20 times 4 minus 20 times 2. So, then divide by 6. So, 6.667 is same. So, 6.67 kilonewton. So, ang akong ganahan ani is if we draw the shear and moment diagram for this, this is shear diagram. Okay. So, you have here R 6.67 minus more or less ana. Then 20 minus 6 minus 67 minus 20. So more or less mga 30 no? 13 then minus 20 13 minus so 10. So saka na po ba diri. Okay, so this is the shear moment. Okay, this is the shear diagram, sakto?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, kung mo write ta sa moment diagram, area for this, and area for that, and then this is the area. So, we have here
34.
Dako masalon, manana, then gamay, more or less nanana. So this is positive. You call your teacher, baby. Okay, so that is positive. We have positive moment and we have negative moment. So if you're going, this is your 0 moment, and this is your point of inflection. This point of inflection, dako ka o kuan ani? This is point of inflection is 0 ang imuhang moment, no? 0 imong moment. Kanang point of inflection, that is the point where you're going to change your change of slope, no? The change of slope, and once change imong slope, mo change pod ang imong curve. So next of the diagram is the reflection. This is the reflection diagram. Okay, so unsa toy giingon? Teacher. So sa toy giingon kung positive moment, Bali ang imuhang it means saging, no? Positive moment saging ka class. Sakto?
Yes, ma'am,
So when
smiley.
you say positive moment, smiley ka. No? Smiley. So we have this one. This is your poet of inflection. Then it is negative moment. So sad. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So kung ninyo dito mo ko sa share and moment diagram, you try to you try to draw the share and moment diagram. So kung imuhan ning ipasaka dito sa taas, kung imo ni siya ipasaka dito sa taas, i-bring nimo dito sa imong loading diagram. This is your loading diagram. Okay? This is loading diagram. Kung imo na siyang ipasaka dire, like that. So, imo nang i-draw. Naisip mo nga ako. Kung imo na siyang i-draw, ito sa imong loading diagram. Let's take this as ano? Then point of inflection. Inside. Kahit go down man siya, so ang imuhang ko ang nasa wala. Tuha na lang na ninyo o drawing diha, no? Okay. Nakay diha. So imuhang your elastic curve is tangent to the slope. No? To the slope of your tangent line of your curve, of your elastic curve is your slope. Okay? So at point of inflection here, change imong reflection. So kung ino nang diingon ang slope diha, iyang angle, nakay angle dire, this is theta A. Then here, you have ayuhan na lang na ninyo drawing diha sa inyong notes. Okay, so this is your theta B. Okay? Nakasabot mo?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I hope nakasabot mo ha. Aming kaan. So, na dito sa lecture notes. So, kuan akong kaan ninyo. Okay. So, we have different methods in the analysis of beam or determinate beam. So, sa to, we have methods. So one is the double integration method. So another is the area moment method. And we have the Castiner's theorem. We have the conjugate based superposition method, and we also have the three moment equation. So atong karon in this afternoon, I'd like to discuss to you a double integration method. So we have here double integration. I know and I hope na discuss ninyo ni inyong last topic na I don't know kung kan asa ni David basta na determinate man ang sa structure 1. So most of the students before they already discussed this one double integration method man sa ilahang teacher. So mostly diri sila magkuan sa kuanas Tigiano's theorem. The area moment method, senior potential moment diagram. So please lang, you have to practice drawing the shear and moment diagram of the beam and also the deflection. So here, for an example, depende na siya ha. If you for the infant, they have the same type of material. So your moment is equal to AI double derivative sakto ba? Okay, derivative of y. No, kanino y derivative man ang symbol ana no? Sakto ba ko? Then we have to integrate para mawala ang kuan. Sakto ba ko? dy dx. Double integration. Ang W, the Y, double. Unsa ni siya? Sa taas. Unsay gitudlo ninyo ani sa ikuan sa inyong teacher?
Double
Double
prime.
prime, ma'am.
Double prime. Okay, double prime. This is double integration. Sakto ko? So this is you integrate twice. So M is equal to AI y double integration. So when you integrate y, you have the slope. So this is the moment. So moment for constant EI. So when your moment is equal to EI double integration. Then when you integrate that one, you have the slope. So you have double prime. So double primes. Y prime. Ako? Nalimot ko sa kuan. Double prime is Y. Sa tatawag niyo gani. Apostrophe. Y prime. Double prime. Okay, Y double prime. And ang kuan is double integration. Then when you integrate that one, that is Y prime. Then reflection. When you integrate again the slope, you have now the EI Y. So this is, you have constant EI. When you say EI, ang EI nimo, kuan ni siya sa modulus of elasticity. Elasticity. So your material for the entire span, pareha siya og material. For I, this is your moment of inertia. So, for example, if your beam, constant ang imong EI class for the entire length of your beam, pareha siya og kadakon sa imuhang beam, pareha pud ang material sa imuhang beam. Pero kung dili constant ang imuhang EI, so it means there are constant EI. If your EI is not constant, so meaning lain-lain for a certain reach or for a certain length of the beam ang reach sa kuan man ano channel. When you say certain length of the beam, there is another material nga iyahang butang. So it means your EI not constant. So for example, if you have EI not constant, so for example, no, here another, this is your length 1, then this is your length 2. You have here EI, then diri duwa ka EI. So it means ang imong 2 lain siya o kadakon sa imong beam, no? Lahi siya kadakon sa imong beam compare sa imong span 1. So if you're going to write this one sa top view, for example, this is your building, this is your length 1, and this is your length 2. As much as possible, no, ang imong entire length unta pareha siya og sizes para dili kaayo siya laborious during the construction. No, when you design that one, you try, no, as much as possible. But there are times, Jude, nga we need to put this type of material for that span. So, nang lain-lain sila o EI. EI here not constant, no? So it means ang span nimo lahi iyang material, it can be lahi iyang material, pareha siya kadakon, or it can be pareha sila og material, lahi-lahi siya kadakon. So for example, ang beam sa imong L1 to 50 by 300, ang beam sa imong L2 na sa 300 by 400 nun ana. So mo na siya ga-designate sa imong I, lain-lain ka o sizes, no? It can be 250, 300, or it can be 300 by 400 mm. So nun ana ang imuhang kuan sa imuhang I. So not all the time ang imuhang kuan beam for the entire length EI is constant. Okay, in order to even you have different type of material and you have different sizes of materials. So I will discuss it to you para mas applicable siya whatever the condition of the beam. So I give you an example for that. So here, okay, we have example. Okay, we will try this. Okay, we have here. A, and this is your C. So the span here. Okay, you have L, you have 3L. So this is our reference, no, for our Y, and this is also for our X. Okay. From your beam, you have different span. So for the entire length, you have different value of your length. So looking at the figure, you cannot have one equation for the deflection in this type of example. So we have to cut. No, we have to take moment by segment. So let's have this one. This is, okay, again, this is C and this is B. Okay, you have P and this is B, this is C. So we have here load P. So if we take summation forces or moment at A, so itong paano no, moment at A. Ito na lang ni Kwan. Ako ng email. Summation moment at A equal to 0. So we have PL minus 4L. So you have here RA. RC. Okay. So PL plus, sorry, so we have so PL, P minus L minus 4L RC. So RC is equal to PL over 4L. So that is equal to P over 4. Okay, ignition moment at P equal to 0. So we have 3L P minus 4L RA equal to 0. So RA is equal to 3LP over 4 and cancel. You have 3P over 4. So we have here 3P over 4 and P over 4. Okay? Napa mo diha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have to take moment by segment. So we take left segment and right segment of the load P, because as what said, you have two different span of this problem. So for the left segment, we have a moment at left segment. So for the left segment, we have to get the free body diagram for that, for a certain x, no, at any distance of the pin. So we let that one as x, P over 4. Then we have here, and we have moment at x. So we can say this is 3P 4x. This is from 0 to x, which is less than or equal to L. So that is the moment at x, the moment at distance x in your beam So we have 3px over 4. So that is the limit. Then for the moment, at the right segment, okay, we have bisag asa ana pwede ka mo kuan, so ako na lang ning kini akong gikuan nga block any diha pwede mo na buhaton. But for the right segment, we have this free body diagram. We have here 3, 3, 4. This is KL. No? So you have L. KL dayon. Diri imong P. So it can, this is your X or at any value of X, like that. So this one, your X. So we have here, then you have the moment of X. So this is 3P, 4. So ba P4? Okay, P. Ito ng P. Ito lang P. L. So ato lang ko ano niya P is yun ikaigo diri no. So P times X minus L, sakto?
Yes, ma'am.
O diri MX ato na usbon. Usbon sa nako. So ato lang ko nun MX. So we have here MX is equal to or minus MX minus P times X minus L. Lahi man sila o kuan plus MX minus L. Ano plus din plus then minus 3P over 4. 3P over 4 equal to 0. Equal to 0. Okay, so we have MX is equal to 3px. 3px over 4. Okay, plus px minus pl. Sakto ba? Negative. This is negative. Dito, so this is plus. So combine like terms, you have 3px minus 4px divided by 4 plus pl. So this will be negative px over 4 plus pl. So ato na lang balihon, mx is equal to pl minus px over 4. Okay, so this is when L is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 4L. The entire span is 4L. So that is the for L is less than or equal to x, which is also less than or equal to 4x. So we have two equations for our moment at x. So we can say for 3, 4px, the limits is 0x which is less than L. Then we have PL minus PX over 4. This is L less than of X, which is less than also or equal to 4. So, for the moment, palihog ko to raise off. For the moment, the double integration of EI is equal to the moment. So, from the formula, we have double integration of X. Diba? Ganiha, we have here EI. This is the moment, that is double integration of Y in terms of X. That is your moment. So, atong ipagang Y, so we have this one, the reflection at any value or at any distance of X. Y. Okay, or we have ako sa tanawon na. Usay malibog ko aning mga symbols manggod. Ako sa tanawon sa libro. Anyway, I or gamma, pwede na nimo magamit for your deflection, no? Pero para di kay ka malibog for double integration, mo nang atong gamiton is y because we're dealing x and y. Okay, kanila ako ang ganito na lang.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh.
Pwede ma-scroll up gamay na pangatan.
Unsa man?
Katong
Unsa man?
katong didistribute nimo, ma'am.
Kani?
Katong mga right segment.
Kani? Unsa man?
Kanang x minus l. I-distribute din na, ma'am.
Oo.
Kaya na sila.
Yang gi-distribute sa aning kuan. Maray mo pangutana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, we will substitute this one. So, yx. Yx. So, y, or the deflection, is the integration of moment over ai x squared x. Where your m, moment na atong m, we have different value of moment for different limits. So you have 1 over EI, 3 over 4 PX, x d squared x 0 less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to L. Then you have 1 over EI P L minus px over 4. Then we have d squared x. So we have L, which is less than or equal to 4L. So the response is 4L. So we have to integrate na. Ato na ning i-integrate. For y1, let's say we have y1 and y2. So we have two equations here ang ato ang mo result. So for y1, atong ibutang ang kanang sa upper limit, no, for your moment. So we will integrate. So you have y of x is equal to double integration. Well, let's say y1, no? We will solve 3px. So y1 ei, we have 3 over 4 px d squared x. So, we have here, when we integrate y1, you have, unsa man eh, for the first integration. Sige, integrate ko na ninyo class for the first integration. Sa kita ko. So, atong i-integrate. Wala na set. Auto integrate first integration. So ipagawas na to ang constant. We have EI and 3. Ito na siya ipagawas. 4P. Ano siya yung mga constant, no? EI 3/4. So, ato ang integrate only x dx. So, this is in the form of one
Ano siya, ma'am? X raised to n plus 1 over n
u to
plus
the n plus 1 over n plus 1. That is x squared over 2 over 2. Ako sa i-simplify. Ako sa klarohon ha para di malibog. So we have here 3p over 4 times x squared over 3. X squared u to the n over n plus 1. So u to the n is 1. Okay, n is 1. So 2. So we have dx. So we have here c1. Okay. Yung samad sa ako page. Okay, that is your first. And this is your slope. No, mo na siya yung slope. Then, for your y1, that is equal to 1 over EI. Ato sa din i-simplify, no? So, this is equal to integral of 1 over EI. 3p per 8 x squared. Sakto? dx plus c1. Okay, so for the deflection, you have I 1 over EI. We have 3p over 8 x cubed over 3 over 3 plus C1 x plus C2. So we have now for our y1, we have 1 over EI. This is equal to, cancel, you have P x cubed over 8 plus C1x plus C2. And this will be your equation 1. We need to determine the value of C1 and C2. Okay. For our y2, sa imuhang limits nga L, less than of or equal to x than or equal to 4L. So we have full integration of 1 over EI PL dx 4 d squared x. Okay. So y2, first integration. So we have to integrate we have 1 over EI P L minus okay naman kay x PLX na, no? So we have P minus P4 x squared over 2. So ako ni anaon. Masabtan na ba ninyo? Yan na siya. We have dx plus c1 plus c1. So kung ato nang i-simplify, you have i-correct ko sa kay ning kanang sa mga kuan ba kasi na ako na sayo. So you have here x so 8. So you have PLX minus P over 8 x squared dx plus c. So y is equal to 1 over EI PL x squared over 2 P over 8 x cubed over 3 plus C1x plus C. So, simplify na to. So, y2 EI is equal to PLX squared over 2 minus P x cubed 24 plus C1x plus C2. Sakto?
Sakto na, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Kani bang sa ato ang y sa kuan? Kinahanglan ba ni nato butangan o kuan? Ana double prime sakto ba ni or wala ra? Ana ko ninyo.
Murag naa pa dagway, ma'am.
Ana na
If
double prime nato ni no. So this is equation 2. Sabot mo, wala mo kasabot. O nakasabot gamay. Gamay pa.
Kanang
Sige lang.
siya
Wala.
last nga answer bitaw, ma'am. Pwede mangutana.
Naay sayo.
Kanang ang 1 over EI, ma'am, i-distribute po na siya sa C1x plus C2. Okay, ma'am.
Or pwede ka ingon ka ana. Depende man na siya diya. If it is not given, mo ingon ka constant. Kung na-value sa imong AI, makuha nimo right view of your deflection. But if it's not given, maybe you have to give the answer for your deflection in terms of EI. So naakadre mga value. Ana. So kung walay value ang imuhang EI, ang y nimo i-divide nimo ang imuhang sa y in terms of EI. Bali the value divided by EI. But the unit there is not in mm. The unit is in Newton meter cube. So here the unit, if it is Newton, it is Newton meter cube. If there's no EI, so naakay ko your unit is in mm. Okay? Sakto, kisa ito'y nangutana?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Kinsa to? Mompasser. Okay. So, padayon ta. So, next is the boundary conditions. Boundary. Importante man yung boundary conditions para sa atong constant. We have C1 and C2. Okay? So, tas ato ang figure. Tas at figure ito ang support roller of hinge. So, again, sa roller of hinge, free siya sa rotation. Sako, wala siya diffusion, pero naa siya rotation. Ako lang ang imong hinge or pin, dili siya mo translate, dili siya mo move. Zero imong displacement, but you have the rotation. So, when y is equal to 0, so, ana lang, when x is equal to 0, atong tuon dire. When x is equal to 0, so y is also equal to 0. When x is equal to 4, y is equal to 0. Sakto? Imang
Yes, ma'am.
drawing ang kuan, ang deflection. Ana. So, equal to 0. So, y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. So, y 0. So, x is equal to 4, and that is the entire y also equal to 0. But, we also have to determine also the slope at point B. Ano yung mga boundary? The slope of point B, okay. Kana, the slope of point B. Where is point A? That is where your concentrate load. So, your theta 1 there is equal to theta 2. So, at point B, your slope there is also so the slope sa imuhang support of slope sa slope. So, at that point, it is equal to theta 1 and theta 2. So, the direction there also equal to y1 and y2. So, kaya kung inyo na mo kanon diha, dapit, imong definition diri, pareha siya sa mohang y1 o y2. So, ang mo siya ba ang imuhang so tawag animan murag diha imuhang material pa na diha dapit ang interface between sa duha ka material. So, the slope equal. Sige, dayon. Itong tanawon. Ang imong okay, theta 1 equal theta 2. Where theta, wala may imong theta 1. Saan yung theta? Muna imong theta is also the slope. So, it is the first integration. So, sa imong nga this is your this is px and this one ano definition man na kani now that is your slope. So that is 3px squared 3px squared dx plus c1. So you can write that the result imo nang isulat waon mo ang dx. So you can have EA cos prime is dx dy dx ana siya kuha ang imuhang dy dx there. So mabilin is to we have px cubed over dpx squared over 8 plus c1. 3px squared of 8 plus c1. Ang imong 2 nimo theta plx minus px squared over 8. Okay, kung diri we will make this kay we will make C2, C3. So C3 and C4, C3. Tama. Fuse kay lahi man ni siya nga length. So C3 and C4 na lang na siya. Okay, C3, C4. Okay. So we will list down. X is equal to px minus px squared 8. Px squared over 8 plus c3. Okay. So, kuan kanang find the value and C3. Magutang na putog condition. Ano tatong condition gani? X equal to 0, y is equal to 0. So, x equal to 0. So, muna itong ano? So, Okay, this will be our equations. One of the equations. So, basta sa y1, ato is y1 equation. Ako na ibutan rin ha. From equation, have y1 is equal to ei. X is 0. So, 0. Na lang. 1 over EA. 0 ang imong ko. Plus C1 is plus C2. So, 1 over EA times P times 0 over 8 plus C1 0 C2 plus C2. Okay, so your y is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to 0 plus 0 plus C2 is equal to 0. For y2, y2 is px over 2. 1 over ei. PL y2 man. It's not 0 kay y2 man. Ayun ni. PL. Ang imuhang x is 4x. Sa y2, okay. No, so no, ang x nimo is 4L. So, 0 PL. So, we have ito. N for x over 2 so squared minus px cubed squared minus px cubed p over 24 4L cubed plus C3x plus C3 4L. So let's say 4L. 4L. C3 4L plus C4. So, pila man ni? So, here, AI transpose mo sa set. So, we have 0 for y2 for whenever x is equal to 4L. So, pila na lang minili. Pila ni? 4, 8, manino? 16. No, so 8 times 4. Okay, 16 divided by 2, that is 8. That is 8. So, PL squared. KPL squared. So we have PL over 8 sakto class. 16 divided by 2, 8. So we have so PL cube minus 1 for cube. So times 4, that is 16 times 4, 64 divided by 4. That is 8 over 3 over 3 L cube plus 4L C3
Wait for one-time verification code.
4L C3 plus C4.
This build, the balance for account
So ako nang i-transpose ang PI sa
2600
left side. So
17,792.
this will be equal to sakto no? KL so 24. Sakto ba akong kuan? Ay, this is 8. Okay, yung sakto na 8/3. So we have, sakto ba? Check ko na po.
Yes, ma'am.
Sakto ra?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Okay, this will be our equation 3. Kaniha, ano to? Ito ba equation? Sama to. Okay, wala tanong. Equation 1, puro. Okay, equation 1, puro. So this will be equation 3. Okay. Okay, pamuri ako gikapot ko. Agay. Gikapot ako. Pwede ka muna ni mo dayon. 3. So atong boundary condition at 0.31. So we have theta 1, theta 2, theta 1 ug y2. So diha ta magkuan atong pangwaon man gud ni ang value. So ang C2 mo equal to 0 na. Ang C1 wala pa, C3 o C4 but still have equations. Kung musugod ta diri theta 1 equal to theta 2, makakuha tag C1 o C1 no. May C3. So unsa man tong paon una? Or unsa may pwede nato makuha ta o kinahanglan kakuha ta og C3. Kinahanglan tawag C1, C3. So depende ra ni ron kila ni ka equation na to sa atong class. Slope, sa slope or sa deflection?
Pwede siguro sa deflection kaya na may C2.
Oh, pero pag abot na to sa Y2, di atong tanawon. So Y2, dita ka C3, C4. So ano na atong C3 of C4? Sige, tulay yan. Okay, 1 is equal to Y2. So unsa tong Y1? Equation 1. So px cubed equal to px cubed lang itong CY1. C1. Sa konti. Ano ninyo? Ako pagamihan. ninyo? Okay, so here, so we can cancel the one, no? Ato makancel. Then, so this is equal to 0. So, we have px cubed or a plus c1x equal to px squared over 2 minus px cubed 24 plus c3x plus c4. So, deflection natin, no? So, B at point B, this is equals to ilay value sa L. Ay, value sa S. So, it is L. So, point B. So, we have PL cubed plus C1 L P PL L squared over 2 minus PL cubed 24 plus C3 L plus C4. So, sa may class, we have PL over 8 plus C1L, PL cubed over 2 minus PL cubed 24 plus 3L plus C. So, saan eh? Paon na tong value sa C1, C1L. Ito lang ni padayon, no? PLQ mani. PLQ parihang sila o paan sa 24. Paring naman yung sila PL cube. So, 1/8. So, kung C1N, A 1/2 minus 1 divided by 24 minus 1 divided by 8. So, this is equal to PL cube over 3. PL cube over 3 plus C3 L plus C4. Wa man ma-cancel, no? So, ito na lang na siya as is. As is, this as equation 4. So, diri na po sa slope. Dili na siya 1 is equal to 5. Okay. When delta 1 is equal to 2. Okay, so that is equation wala ra no, wala ra na equation. So we will try this one. Sakto ba ni? Slope. Slope, EIY. Ako sa ton, ha, ang slope. Okay. So we have, okay, slope. So aton, kan. Napa mo diha?
Ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Nakasunod ra mo?
Gamay, ma'am.
Gamay pa. Okay, so cancel ang 1 over EI. So we have 3px squared over 8. So when I is to, when slope 1 or theta 1 is equal to theta 2, the value of x is equal to, that is at point B, no? So this is at point B also, where x is also equal to, so we have here to substitute. Nakakuha mo, sa point B mi siya, nga imong deflection, imong slope equal. So, ang length nimo sa point B from support A is L, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
So, muna atong i-change ang value sa imong x plus C1 is equal to PL. Okay, so okay, sige. Ato na lang ikuan. L minus PL squared over 8 plus C. C3 ba? C3 ba? Okay. So we have 3PL squared over 8 plus C is equal to PL squared minus P squared over 8 plus C3. So C1, so naatay value C1. P, puro man na siya PL squared, no? PL squared. So pwede na ito na 1 minus 1 over 8. Okay, minus 3 over 8. So that is 1/2. So that is PL squared over 2 plus C3. Sakto? Then, equation 5, substitute, equation 5, 2, equation 4. So, C1. So, we have, ato ni multiply yan. So, PL square is your C1 2 plus C3. Yan na lang ako ni og L ha. Di mo malibog. 1 ba? Idiretso lang ako ha. Plus.
Sana, ma'am.
Ang imong C1, amang kay value sa C1 equation 5. Ato i-substitute ang 5 sa equation 4. So ang C1 value sa multiplyan na nako siya og L. Utangan man siya L. Dili exponent, i-multiply nimo. So na lang na binagsaon pa di mo malibog. Is equal to L cube over 3 plus CL plus C4. So cancel na ang L, C3. Ako nakita ba ninyo ang ako nakita? So sige na lang, ano na lang siyang binagsaon para libog. Okay, this is PL cube over 3 plus C3 plus C4. So cancel no? Cancel. So C4, makuha na to ang C4. So 1 divided by 3 minus 1 divided by 2, that is equal to 1 over 6. 1 over 6. Ang 4 so is PL cube over 6. Wala over 6. Okay, that is our 4. So, i-substitute na to atong C4 sa asa man equation. C4 equation 3. Equation 3. Okay. So, makakuha ta og, okay, from equation 3, so this is equation 3 atong substitute ang C4. Plus KL cube per 6. So this is PL cube, PL cube, PL cube. So this is 3. I-transpose na to ang 8 over 3, no? So positive siya. So 8 over 3, 8 over 3 minus 8 minus 1 divided by 6. So 11 over 2. So your PL cube is 11 over 2. C3. I-check ko no ko. Ito ba? 11 to. Divided by 4. Pa. Okay, usobo na 4L. Cancel ang L. So C3. Therefore, C3 is divided by 4. 11 over 8. PL squared. PL squared. I am right. PL squared. Next. Anak ko C3. Okay, C1. Makakuha na ko from equation 5. C1. So 1/2 plus 1 divided by 8, that is 5 over 8. So C1 is 5PL squared over 8. So, nakuha na nato tanan, di ba? Sakto ba? C1PL squared. Sakto ba? C1 din sa C1 PL squared. C3. I-check ko kung basi wata na nga sayop sa ato ang sin C3 dito dire against C3 8 over 3 minus 8 plus 1 divided by 6. Okay. So, 3 divided by 4. So, that is negative PL squared. So, negative. So, plus 1 half. 7 over 8. So, C1 is negative. Check ko. Sakto, negative 7 over 8, negative 11 over 8. Okay. Sakto na, class. Then, ato na siyang almost na. Forming ko na ta. Then, at any value of x, this will be the equation of our elastic curve. That's why 1 at any value of x is ilaman tong deflection. Deflection. Ano yung atong equation sa atong elastic curve. Or C1, C2 is equal to 0. So, this will be negative 7 over 8 PL squared over 8. Right to x is equal to C3x C4. So C3 negative 7 PL squared over 8x plus C4 PL cube over 6. Okay? So, ni siyang ano no? May EI man eh. So, tanan ni EI. PX squared over 2, PX cubed 24 minus 11, 8, PL squared over PL squared x plus PL cubed over 6. Okay, so this is now our equation. Okay, so you can use that one either equation y1 or y2. That is the deflection at any value of x. If you use kuan kanang y1 o y2, ang iyang deflection ana at any value of x equal jud na siya sa y1 o y2. So that is your equation for this problem. Although ipakuan. Ang next ani ninyo, sige please try to kuan. You try to find the maximum deflection. Pwede ninyo ni for your assignment. You will find the maximum deflection, the formula, or maximum deflection sa kuan, either at left and right segment. Okay, so asa dapit maximum deflection kung gikan ka sa left support or the maximum deflection at the right support. So, nakasabong wala. This is the answer.
Nawala na ko, ma'am.
Kanang sa Y1 ba ma'am, kanang sa C1 na para siya X diya ma'am Phil?
Ang Y1?
C1.
Kanang kuan bitaw ma'am, 7 minus 7 over 8 L squared X.
Kasi nasayop ko. Y1, this is 0. Y1, Y1, C1X. Mana, kani Y1, C1X?
Oh, yes ma'am.
Oh, masay pangutana na ay X?
Sa last ma'am ba tong pag any value of X?
Walay X?
Walay X din mo halagay.
Walay X. Oh. PLX P7 27 PL squared X. Sakto na?
Oh, okay ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, sige. Okay no? Layan palihog ko kuan. Check ha. You continue na lang in this at your home for the maximum deflection of left and the right segment. Pila ka ha ang maximum deflection? Pilay kuan ba? Pilay value. Kani akong ipakita ninyo class, nagsugod na magsulat og mga formula sa inyong index card. Tanawa sa inyong strength of materials nga libro, ikuan ninyo sa una sa mechanics of deformable bodies. Dito mga formulas na kung makikita mo dito nga in terms of x value, diri gagikan sa double integration method when you derive the equation. Okay? Diri na siya gakuhan, gasugod. Then napo diha nga when the deflection at any value of x, the maximum deflection is equal to x equal to 1.35 of L. Ana. So, giderive na nila. No, giderive na nila. So, when your deflection, nawala ko. Slope is equal to 0. So, when you are trying to determine the maximum deflection, ang iyong slope na equal to 0. So, katong equation nimo sa first integration of y, dito ka magsugod. You have to make the equation equal to 0. Kaya ang imong slope ana equal man to 0. So, balo na mo sa kuan value sa x. I-derive ninyo na ang slope equal to 0. I-zero nimo ang slope. Balik mo dire sa equation kanina sa slope. This one, ang slope is first, di ba? Ang slope y prime, di ba? Ang y prime man. Ang y prime inyo na equal to 0 para kabalo mo unsa ang value sa x when maximum or when the deflection is at maximum. Sige, thank you. Akong ikuan na ni nila na ta. So na pa may klase after this.
Yeah, pa, ma'am.
Okay, kuan mo ron, mo meet mo.
Ma'am, pa-screenshot, ma'am.
Ngayon, tag-screenshot ato ma'am.
Oo, sige. Ikuan ha. Tag-shot lang. Sige, screenshot ninyo. Sa tanan, na to nga discussion ron or
Pwede, ma'am.
kasi sige. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done? Done na mo?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
I-call din ninyo ako attention ha if ever magkasi ko kay usay mali ko sa oras ha.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sige. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Kana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done.
Yes, ma'am.
Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, done?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sa ni na kayo po diri ang na siguro akong kuan this was solve 0 is equal to 0. Again, we'll shut again. Marag na erase ya. Okay, mana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Done.
Ma'am.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, done. Okay na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Kamo to section class nga kuan gabi pod gabi ba? Kamo to gabi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yung lang ko send sa screen nyo sa hydraulics ba? Itong sa hydraulics send lang sa atong GC para katong naulahi o sulod maka kuan na sila sa notes ha. So from time to time atong kung mag-screenshot nyo i-send GC ha para sa pod. Okay? Okay, same pod karon i-send na lang po ang GC ha. Sige. Okay na. So wala na may question?
Wala na.
I-rewrite
Wala
ninyo
na,
na
ma'am.
sa inyong notes. I-compile lang inyong notes ha. Ato
Yes,
nang
ma'am.
i-check unya at the end of the semester. Inyo nang ipasa diri unya sa MC2. Notebook nga dako. Sige. Mas comfortable mo notebook.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, baka kami sa nag-bond paper. Bond paper,
Pero,
newspaper, newsprint mo ni among kan sa una sulatanan. Kay kapoy man kayo dala-dala og notebooks. Ang may tabo ilukot mong likod. Tabo sa mong katunis ba. Kapoy kay siya lukot o dagan o pan. So amo na amo siya i-compile. Mo siya murag manual. Ana. kaysa notebook. Kung mas kuan ko bond paper. Ayun ko. So sige dako ara to na lang dako nga notebook unsay kuan ni.
Pwede na po
Okay, ma'am.
Pwede po print.
Oh, newsprint, okay ra sad or sketch paper nga sa likod na isulat.
Thank
Basta
you,
lang
ma'am.
ko kuan ninyo ha ma-compile kay mo lagi tong sa una sa amo na siya i-clamp ba or di ba amo siyang i-kuan magdungag kami sa amo ang mga nos i-compile na mo siya ba pero mato mo isilahan magdala kami at mga plarak bond paper bugatan lagi mi amo lang ikuan dili may use ba sa una murag nun ana ba basta engineer ug dili ka magdala notebook murag i-compare ba sa ubang estudyante ba murag ang engineering kapulan jud kay siya magdala og notebook puro jud mi bond paper then para mi ay agi kay kinahanglan ako giso na lami kay kog agi kay imo mo hinayon og agi ora kay agi ba then kuan full caps tanan ana ay jud pala mi ay agi then straight jud na siya sa bond paper wala ba ruler imo jud siyang kuan straight jud mo siya ba pagsulat sige mag-meet mo ron i-call ninyo ang attention ha malimot ko ba ha sa oras okay sige tuon mo klase yo bye
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Ay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.